Hi, this is Crafty Andy. Welcome to my home. Today I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been working on, some of the things I'll be working on, and some of my yarn that I made. Just a lot of, and some tools of the trade, which are very peculiar, very important. This area over here is where I keep most of my yarn, and I have here two spindles, and I want to show them to you so that you can see them very close. This is the Avi Wasserman spindle, and this is a Condor spindle. Personally, I like the Avi Wasserman spindle a lot better than this one. It's just, for me personally, this one spins better. It may be that I'll have to find a way of utilizing this one in a better way, but both of them are very good spindles. I like the Avi Wasserman because it's longer, and what it allows me to do is to put a lot of yarn. I bet you I can put maybe 4 to 8 ounces in here easily, but then you have to apply it. So today what I want to show you is with these two, these are my boxes that I put the spindles on, and one box has this cutoff. The other box has this hole that goes through for different purposes, because I wanted to try and see. I mean, this actually doesn't really fit here, but it will fit excuse me, perfectly on this box. I want to show you. And the only drawback is when you're pulling the yarn that it may come out. So there's two ways that you can secure this. Well, there's only one way in a way. Not really, there's like two. I mean, you can actually put a clip here, one of those paper clips that will hold it in place. You know, one of those binding clips. You can also use a rubber band under, or two rubber bands, enough that, which I'm going to show you right now. Excuse me. So let me show you. We're gonna put the first rubber band around here, right? And then we're gonna go around and secure the other side. So the spindle is like that. You can also do that with twine. The advantages that I can see is that this creates like a Scotch tension in a way, because if you wanted more tension on your spindle, you will actually have tighter rubber bands, or if you have some twine, you will just make the twine shorter or tighter. This creates this kind of friction so that the spindle doesn't spin freely. This other box, as you can see, is for the Condor. So I'm going to use a third spindle to spin these two together. And this one hole is bigger because I want it for the hook. But this you can stretch, and right there, it's your spindle secure. You can also add rubber bands and put them under, or twine for more tension if you need to. I believe because of the way that, at least on this area, it will be against here. If you put the rubber band on this end tight, what will happen is that the spindle will create some kind of friction. So anyway, then you will have these two on the bottom or on the floor or whatever you have them. It's better to have them on the floor because you don't want this to fall off while you're doing your spinning. Excuse me, I had some popcorn, so I shouldn't have had popcorn. I also wanted to show you, this is my alpaca. It's a Navajo ply. It has like 4 colors. And it's about 100 yards. I'll be good enough for a pair of mittens and maybe a hat, depends how I work at it. But alpaca is very easy to spin. The yarn that you see on the spindles, it's a gift, kind of a gift, because I had to purchase it for the low price, very, very low price. This was a gift to the men's knitting retreat in Eastern Mountain, and it was from Puff the Magic Rabbit at puffthemagicrabbit.com, and Mindy Susak, I believe it's the name, is mohair. It's a mixture of 50-50 mohair border Lister, and it's a really pretty yarn. It's the same yarn that, kind of like the same yarn that I use for this, but this one was, I believe, was BFL. And I had some cute Pygora locks. So I was able to create some kind of novelty yarn. And this is, it's a little bit itchy, but not enough that I don't think you can wear it. This will be fantastic for a hat. I don't know if it'll be good for a cowl, but definitely I can tell you that I can see some very funky fairy mittens in it. That was one on my wheel, and I need more practice on my wheel so that I can have more like I do. I mean, I trust my spinning on my spindles very much so. Here's the latest pattern that I'm working on. I will be working on. It's called the Flintshire. It's by Ashley Knowlton. It's a beautiful pattern with lots of cables. It's a hat. What I'm planning to use is this bamboo. I think the bamboo is from the Southwest Trading Company. Let's see, because there's a label under all this yarn. Yes. Yeah, I think that's the name, Southwest Trading Company. And I just want to try because it calls for a DK yarn, and each of these skeins have 250 yards, so I should have enough yarn for that. Another one of the things that I wanted to tell you about is the work racks per inch kit, which has been very useful for me when I'm doing my spinning. And that's about it for today. This is Crafty Andy, and thank you for allowing me in your home.